this wing and how I have come to use it. For those of you that follow Paranoob, you'll see a video where he chops up a wing and then the idiot keeps flying it with duct tape. Well, I'm that idiot. It flew just fine, the tape stayed put. There was no problem with it. I was comfortable doing it. But now that wing is in for repairs. Well, fast forward to now. I'm stuck without a wing, a long weekend, there's a lot going on. So I reached out to Clive Mason. He, I believe, is owner, operator of Clive Mason Paramotors. I reached out to him and I was like, hey Clive, my wing is in the shop. I'm in the market for a new wing anyways. I am ready to upgrade. And he's like, yeah, I got several wings that you can fly. And I was like, yeah, well, what I want to do is borrow one for several days. And he's like, oh, we don't usually do that, but all right. I have a Report Air 24 that is going to be perfect for you. It'll be here. It arrived on the 3rd. And he's like, you can pick it up. It's brand new, never even been out of the package, never been flown. So that's the wing that I'm flying right now. Now I got to say a few more things about Clive. Due to my ignorance, overconfidence as a new pilot, I've only been flying for 9 months. I've had a few mishaps that have required me to replace parts. And usually that happens right before I've got a big flying trip. And I'm like, man, I need this stuff tomorrow. So I reach out to all the different people that sell stuff and I'm like, hey, what do you have? Can you hook me up? And Clive, without fail, says, yes, I've got what you need. I'll send it to you. I can't say enough good things about him. If you live in England and you need something, if he doesn't have it, he knows who does. He will get it, and he will get it to you as quickly as he can. That's just the kind of guy he is. All right. I'm done pitching his business, but I'm not done using it. I usually fly on a 28. This is a 24. I'm used to flying on an R3, the Roadster 3. This is a Report Air, so a little different wings, little different categories. Test the cornering a little bit. A little weight shift. Woo-hoo! Oh, that is lovely. Oh man, I tell you what, I'm happy with the way it turns. The 2D steering. The tuning feels great. It's a little different than I'm used to. It is doing great. Man, this doesn't dive at all. Until I'm pulling this turning, and there's no nose down. If you look at that wing, it is just staying up on that horizon like that. So tomorrow, I'll do a real test on this wing. I'll get ground speeds trimmed in, trimmed out. I'm a little worried about the landing. I feel like I'm gonna have to go real deep on the brakes. Or I'm gonna be running it out real hard, but it's all right. There's a lot of differences between the dudek and the ozone. One of the big differences is on my R3, you don't touch the brakes if you're trimmed all the way out. And in the manual for the Report Air, it says it's okay to use brakes trimmed out, just not when you're on speed bar. Kind of looks like he's landing. Yeah, let's put it down by Alex. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's talk about this wing. I used the trim system yesterday, and they're a lot easier to pull on the dudek than they are on my ozone. I assume they're a lot easier to loosen too. So I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. So on the ozone, it's not printed. You don't have the numbers on there. What you've got is stitch lines across it. When those stitches run through this, they bind up and it gets hard to use. Trimmed out completely. We are doing 20 miles an hour. Being on the heavy end of this wing, I'm going into the wind at 15 miles an hour, 18 miles an hour. Oh, I like it. There we are. Now I got a button.
It is the slowest piece of I've ever been on. The fucking Spark 29 is faster than that thing. Can you see? I couldn't penetrate. I'm coming down so softly.
I told you were going to say, man, that's slower than the R3 for sure.
Giles Fowler, Report Air, test flight. Much forward drive though.
Whoa. Well, I just flipped that.
Yeah, look at it. It's not even doing anything.
You can't get it to... Oh yeah. Yeah, he's going some. Always liking that.
He's trying to get some speed out of it.
Yeah. Well, it does it.
Yeah.
That proves it does it. Oh, I bet he was putting a little bit there. Yeah, he definitely felt a bit of weight on that one. I think he might have lost a little bit. I wonder if he overcooked that. I wonder if he didn't expect it was going to be quite so docile. Well, no, it was going quite well, wasn't it? We'll see what he says. It's definitely no penetration, is it? Thanks for that colour when he went in.
Yeah, but to be fair, there's no sense, no feeling with me. Trade.
I think you better
Oh.
I like my box too much.
Whoa!
31 at the moment.
I love the tippy toe.
Oh, that was a nice tippy toey, wasn't it? Oh, no, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Ground speed right now is 21, 22 miles an hour, and I'm trimmed out to a 5. Not quite half. On my Roadster, if I was trimmed out to half, I'd be 28 to 30 miles an hour flying crosswind. So nearly 6-7 miles an hour maybe. If I trim all the way out, that thing just cruises. I trim all the way out on this, and it does what I'm doing on neutral on the red line on my R3. So the forward speed I'm not impressed with. Remember, the R3 is 4 meters bigger than this wing. The flare authority on the R3 is much better. So I would say that's a negative for the report error. Now for the positives, I love everything else about it. Flies good, handles good. It's more responsive. The 2D steering is better on the report error. And that's probably because it's made to have 2D steering. The R3 is not. The trimmer system on the report error, I love. These tip steering handles, they're in the right spot, they're down low, you can be trimmed out, and they're still easily accessible. And they're big enough that you can just hook them simply. On the R3, they've got a little, it's probably about this big. I'll show you the tip steering, but it's a pain, especially with my throttle hand trying to get my finger into it. Not a fan. All in all, this is a great wing. I just wish it had the penetration, that forward drive, the flare authority. If it matched the R3, I wouldn't hesitate for a second to buy this wing. Unfortunately for me, I'm not going to buy this wing because of the flare authority and the speed. I need to be able to go faster than I'm going on this wing. And I need to have better flare authority to fly low and pop up if things aren't going to plan. I'll edit in a canal foot drag that I was doing, and I got a little bit low in the water. And if it wasn't for the flare authority, I think I probably would have gone into the canal. As it was, I popped right out. But I won't do that on this wing. I don't trust that. And that's the stuff that I enjoyed doing. That's my favorite kind of flying, is to be able to get low and pop over the bushes and foot drag everything. All right, those are my final thoughts on the wing comparison.